My name is Caroline Musei. I am a retailer, management retailer by profession. And the phrase thick and thin, what does it mean to me? I think it reminds me of thick and thin. It is either or, no two ways about it. So you have to go for it. You have to do it, whether you like it or not. But thick and thin also for me implies that there are things that are working against you. Maybe between a rock and a hard place, perhaps. And therefore one has to cause themselves to go for it, do it, go get it. That's what comes to me when I think of thick and thin.
My name is Jennifer, and I really like coming to Engage because I learn a lot of things, and also to see normal people going through different their different journeys of life, talking about their different journeys of life, appreciating them, and also not judging people.
Yeah, my name is Felix Ongati. I work as a software engineer. Been doing this for the last 7 years. And for me, thick and thin, what it means, okay, the first thing that comes to mind is the difficult moments that I've gone through in life. And the most recent was actually this year, right? Earlier this year in the tech world, there were so many layoffs. I was one of the people who was affected by the layoffs. And it was the first time that I was without a job because I started working while in campus. So it was the first time in 7 years that I was without a job. And I was in a foreign country. I didn't know what to do. So I had to relocate back to Kenya. I remember when I was moving from Kenya, I had sold everything. So when I came back, I didn't have anything. I sold my car and I didn't have a house. So I just started from scratch.
My name is Faith. When I think about thick and thin, I think about the seasons in life. I think that you cannot go through the good times without going through the bad times, because the bad times build character in you and help you hold through that particular period.
My support system when I go through thick and thin is firstly God, my relationship with God, the Bible, because God is not here. I wish that Jesus could come and stand in front of me or send an angel and can have a conversation. But because I believe that he is here, then I believe that his word is the truth. The word in the Bible is my God. So that's my first support system. And my believer friends who also believe in the same support system, in the same word. And so my first thing is, what does the Bible say about it? You know, what would JJ, how does that thing go? What would Jesus do? WJD, literally WJD, what would Jesus do?
So for me, through thick and thin means looking at people's highs, looking at people's lows, and how they navigate life's pathway as they go through different experiences. When it's good, of course, you know it's time to enjoy and reflect. But when it's sad, you think through, reflect, and wonder how then do I navigate and walk through this journey and just bounce back and get back to myself.
Generally, I didn't know how to deal with my thick and thin because I tend to keep things to myself. But one of the things that I had to learn this year is actually to have a community around me, to talk to people, sometimes just to take long walks and live one day at a time. Yeah, so that's how I deal with it.
I have a lot of friends, and I have a lot of friends who support me in different ways. My career, I probably have some friends. My Christian life who support me in my lifestyle. My family, I also have a strong support system in my family. So yeah, that's how my support system goes.
One thing I know, especially when I'm going through the thick and the thin, is that if God brought me to that season, then he'll certainly get me through it.
This woman is what the Bible calls the Bereans. If you tell her something, she goes and investigates, understands it, checks it out, turns it inside and out and outside and in. And then she's honest. And then she has a really good brain. This is the kind of woman I want in my life, because she'll Berean me when I'm going wrong. Because she's iron sharpens iron. She's iron, this woman. Yeah.
I come to engage mostly because of the inspiring stories that I hear from people. I've never come to engage then went back home the same way. I always come to engage when I live here. There's new motivation. Sometimes you come and listen to someone talk, then you think about your problems. Actually, you're not going through anything. The people are going through tougher things out here and they're pulling through it. They are courageous. They are facing even bigger problems than what you think you're facing. And yeah, they come through it happy, encouraging other people. So I mostly come for the encouragement and the inspiration that I get from here.
I come to engage because, first of all, I've been working on my public speaking techniques or style. And I also like the way the people in Engage confront themselves. So, you know, they come and tell stories about themselves. Some of them really confront themselves and tell us the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I ask myself, can I really do that? Can I be that vulnerable? I've also been working on being vulnerable because I believe there's nothing new under the earth. You know, there is no sin that hasn't been committed on this earth. So even when you hide it, you're ideally being toxic because you're letting, you know, a bad thing spew and grow. So I come to Engage to listen to other people's experience. Sometimes I get vindicated, other times I laugh, other times I learn and see how people are doing public speaking. And my friend and I, who introduced me to Engage, who is one of the friends of the producers or the owners of this program, have told ourselves, let's go and join this thing, let's go and tell our story. Maybe one day we will.